All right, peace to the family. Listen, man, I just got through looking at an interview from Errol Spence, actually earlier today, shortly after the New Way to Monster fight. The Premier Boxing Champions, better known as PBC, just made an announcement, pretty much, not just, but they made an official announcement. We've been hearing rumors of Errol Spence's return back to the ring. As you guys know, Errol Spence hasn't been in the ring since that devastating beatdown, knockout loss to Terrence Bud Crawford. You get what I'm saying? First ballot Hall of Famer. So since then, he hasn't been back in the ring. Now, he's scheduled to return back to the ring July 25th. He's going to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu. You know, some would look at that some would look at Spence as a tune-up fight for Tim Tszyu, and some will look at Tim Tszyu as a tune-up fight for Spence. Me personally, I just want to see what Errol Spence look like now that he's back. You see what I'm saying? Now that he's back, I want to see what it looked like after that Crawford loss, because I don't want the last fight to be that devastating loss to Crawford. Do you get what I'm saying? That was very sad for the Errol Spence fan base, and Texas haven't been the same, since that happened to him. You get what I'm saying? So especially Dallas. Dallas been dead since Errol Spence got knocked out. So I want to see Dallas come back, let you guys get some wherewithal about yourselves. Y'all need it. Anyways, so Errol Spence spoke about Jermell Charlo. And, you know, Jermell Charlo has been talking really, really slick about Errol Spence. And again, once upon a time, Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence were like brothers. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo used to always talk about how much he loves Spence and his infatuation. Look at the old videos. Talk about how Spence beat him up in sparring and give him that word and A, B, C, and D. Now Jermell Charlo is, pretty much, some people are looking at Jermell Charlo as though he's hating on Spence. And they was once brothers. And I'm like, man, that's crazy, man, because, you was in love with Spence yesterday. Now today you're mad. So what it is Jermell Charlo's looking for a fight, and he can't, PBC won't give him a fight. Al Heyman won't give him a fight. Louis DeCoopers won't give him a fight. What's my main man name? Tom Brown won't give him a fight. He say he don't understand. He's been over there all this time. They won't give him a fight. Errol Spence breaks it down. Let's listen to what Errol Spence have to say about Jermell Charlo always hating on him.
Dude been kind of, I would say, jealous of me. Dude been kind of jealous of me. He looked at me as, like, I guess, PBC, Golden Boy or something and all this and that. So, he been jealous of me, but, the proof is in the pudding. It's the reason why he hasn't had a fight yet. And it's the reason why I can say, hey, I want to fight, and then I have a fight tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? People tired of goddamn, giving him fights, and then you get in the red because he fighting and he ain't got any fans. Like, where can Jermell fight at and sell out? Can't fight in Houston and sell out. Like, so where is he fighting at? Like, he mad at me, but we might handle that in the future.
Nah, I like that. Errol Spence say we might handle that in the future. But let's talk about what Errol Spence said. Errol Spence 100% right. Jermell Charlo, even with the pro PBC guys, when I first came on the scene, I destroyed all you pro PBC fan base. I destroyed every last one of y'all, but I digress. And I'm still ready, still waiting on y'all now. If y'all want some more smoke, Coach Malachi is here. You know me. I am Unicron. You get what I'm saying? I created the term aerosexuals. So when y'all hear that term aerosexuals, I'm the one that came up with that. That came from me. But I digress. Errol Spence is 100% correct. I'm happy that Errol Spence is back. I want to see him come back. But he's right. Jermell Charlo, you can't sell. Even with the pro PBC days, you was the one fighter that even the pro PBC guys did not like. Now, you had some of them that rolled with you because you were with PBC. They was gangbanging for the PBC, but they never gangbanged for you. You was the one that used to be the most disrespectful to the boxing fans. You, Adrian Broner, and some of the other fighters over there, I'm not gonna name, but definitely you. You was one of the ones that was very disrespectful. I remember you fought, became undisputed. You had an easy undisputed run because all the belts was on one side of the street, was with the PBC. So you had an easy 154-pound run, became undisputed. It wasn't no hell of a fighters there. Wasn't no killers there. You know what I mean? So what happened was when you fought Brian Castano the first and the second time, I remember, didn't nobody show up to the fight. It didn't break no box office records. It didn't break no attendance records. When you fought Brian Castano the second time for undisputed, because the first fight was a draw, bro, you fought at in California somewhere. at a complex, and bro, it was half empty. You are the most, bro, you went undisputed and no one really cared. Like literally. Did you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, you was the one that was in love with Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo. Now for you to be mad at him and hating on him, and now Spence haven't been in the ring. He's going to come back July 25th, which would be almost 3 years. 3 years pretty much to the date, because he lost July 29th, 2024 to Terrence Bud Crawford. We saw what happened with that, the massacre. Was it 24? I think it was 23, 2023. That was, we had the fish fry in Omaha. I remember that. But anyways, back to what I'm saying though, Jermell Charlo, you sitting there hating on Spence. Spence always been the big fish in Texas. Everybody know that. Spence said something real telling. He said, you can't even sell in Houston. You can't. Y'all from Lafayette, Louisiana. You don't claim Lafayette. You claim in Houston, but guess what? I talk to the boys in Houston, man. I'm on the phone with the boys in Houston on a daily basis. Guess what? Houston ain't rocking with the Charlos. They never really rock with you like that, especially after Jermell Charlo got slapped by Caleb Plant and Jermell Charlo. You ran from doggone Canelo. It took a welterweight to move up from Omaha, Nebraska, that I call Black Freezer, to whoop this boy. The same puto that you ran from, the boy from Omaha, Nebraska handled that for you. Now you want to hate on Spence. Spence has always been loved and always been popular. You have always not been loved, and you have always been unpopular. That's the reality of the situation. Did you get what I'm saying? So I'm happy that Errol Spence is back. Errol Spence is saying that he always knew that Buddy was jealous of him. Errol Spence ain't no fool. He saw, you played up on him. You played possum, laying in the cut. You got up under his wang, W-A-N-G, and then now all of a sudden you're hating on him. Now, it's smart what you're doing, Jermell Charlo, because Errol Spence concluded that questioning in that interview. He said that, hey, man, look, man, after this, we know we can handle that. So so Errol Spence let you know, yeah, man, I want that smoke next, man, from that boy, man. Let me take care of Tim Tszyu. Then when I whoop him, guess what? That'll be a big fight in Texas. Right in Dallas. It won't be big because of Jermell Charlo, because Jermell Charlo ain't got no fans. Like literally, you don't. Guess what? Out of all of the black fighters in America, Jermell Charlo, you might be one of the worst draws in the history of the sport. Like literally, you should be fighting at the Hulu Theater, what Richardson Hitchens is fighting at, and where Teofimo Lopez and all them. You need to be fighting there with them. You need to be fighting on. You get what I'm saying? Because you couldn't sell. I remember the time you went on pay-per-view. I want to say it was you and your brother. Y'all fought on the same card. Did you get what I'm saying? I remember that. You fought on the same card. Well, guess what? Guess what, man? Come on, man. I remember the time y'all fought in Houston one time. I think I remember the time y'all fought in Houston one time at the Toyota Theater or something. Toyota Center, not theater, but Toyota Center. I think that was the name of it. Guess what? Half empty. Like, it is what it is. So Errol Spence ain't lying about that. Errol Spence, he is the big fish. He's the biggest draw in Texas from a fighter standpoint. There is no other fighter that's a bigger draw than him in the state of Texas. And Jermell Charlo, you hating on Spence, but guess what? Keep hating. Keep being mad. It might work, because if Errol Spence can get by Tim Tszyu, if he can get by him, because I don't know what he looked like after Crawford. If he can get by him, I definitely want to see that fight. You know what? I might even show up to that fight. Y'all fight. Guess what? Spence, you take care of Tim Tszyu. Come back to the big D, meaning Dallas, and guess what? Yeah, man, I might pull up on that there, man, because I want to see that. I want to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing goddamn Errol Spence beat the brakes off Jermell Charlo. Because I used to like Jermell Charlo, but Jermell Charlo, you act too much like a bitch, dog. I'm just being out of what you. You straight up hoe. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that's the reality of the situation. But Errol Spence, what do you guys think about that? You guys think that Errol Spence is justified? And he's saying he want to take care of that. You think Errol Spence is right by him being that he's saying that Jermell Charlo was jealous? Or guess what? Maybe we can get a response from Jermell Charlo, his whole ass, and then maybe he can say, hey, look, man, this ain't what Errol Spence talking is foolishness. He probably gonna be drunk, more than likely. He stayed drinking. Him and his brother, they stayed drinking. They stay doing that. So he probably gonna be drunk, slurring his speech like he always do. You ain't from Houston. Go back to Lafayette, fam. Lafayette, go back to claim where you're from, bro. Because the boys in Texas, the boys from Houston telling me, they say, no, man, them niggas ain't from him. They from Lafayette, Louisiana. That's what they telling me. And that's what they telling me, dog. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the people. Because Houston don't fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm telling you from the people that I speak to. You dig? I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Leave your comments below. Tell me, what do you think? You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.